Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Stand with Maine orientation presentation. My name is Marnie Walsh, and I'm the Empowerment Coordinator with American Promise.
And I am Chris McDonald, also an Empowerment Coordinator with American Promise. And today we're talking about American Promise and Stand with Maine. So what is American Promise's mission? The American Promise mission is to empower, inspire, and organize Americans to win the 28th Amendment to the Constitution. This lasting reform will rebalance our politics and government by putting the rights of individual citizens before the privileges of concentrated money, corporations, unions, political parties, and super PACs. So our vision is that representatives are elected and re-elected based on the merit of their ideas and their performance in the eyes of voters, not who can raise the most money from wealthy donors and special interest groups. We believe our elected officials' choices represent the will of their constituents, not the financial interests of those who fund their election campaigns. And finally, political campaigns should focus on issues that matter to people, where debate is civil. Political advertising is not funded by dark money groups without the knowledge of voters.
So why American Promise? To engage in fruitful conversation about money and politics and how that affects your community, to learn the various skills to converse about cross-partisan advocacy, form connections across American Promise and in various communities, meet new people from all walks of life, being a part of a movement where you can make it.
Yeah, and what is Staying with Maine? So this is a group of Mainers from York to Aroostook County with different perspectives, political views, and walks of life. And they all came together to launch Stand with Maine. And this is for every Mainer who believes that big out-of-state donors should not decide Maine's elections.
What can Mainers do? As a Mainer, you can sign the Stand with Maine petition to call on Congress to do its part to stop the waves of outside money pouring into our local elections. Join together to build a strong republic and a healthy democracy for Mainers and all Americans for generations to come.
Now, Jim Gerston, he is a two-generation organic seed farmer, and he signed the pledge, and this is what it looks like. And he said, after more than 40 years of organic farming, we're convinced that working to advance the common good is the best way to reclaim our democracy and build community. Maine has shown how our country can elect leaders without them selling out to corporations and powerful interests with agendas. So Jim, he stands with Maine.
Here are some facts about Maine's money in politics. So Maine just experienced the most expensive election in its history, with over $200 million spent to influence the outcome of Maine's 2020 Senate race. Of the 647 donations, over 100,000, not a single one came from Maine. In order to protect the right of Maine voters to make their own decisions for their state and way of life, we must stand together to end the flood of money drowning out our voices in our own elections.
And this just echoes what Marnie talked about, money in Maine politics and how big of a problem it is. This chart right here, the source is the Federal Elections Commission. And as you can clearly see in the 2020 election, nearly $200 million spent, which is almost 10 times more than the last election in 2018. And this is why we're standing with Maine.
Here are some ways to get involved. Attend Stand with Maine chapter meetings. You can attend American Promise skills and advocacy training. More about those to come. Volunteer with a tabling and attend a tabling training. The training will be held by Chris and myself. Sign the Stand with Maine pledge. And attend American Promise training calls that already happened. So there is the using social media, planning and organizing events, meeting with elected officials, writing letters to the editor, and friend making.
All right. So this is the Friend Banking for Action team. It meets the third Thursday of the month from 7:30 to 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time. And with this action team, we believe democracy reform is better with a group of friends. And at this training, you will learn the tips and skills to turn texting with your friends into an activity that's going to help American Promise fulfill our mission to win the 28th Amendment.
Writing letters to editor for action team meets the fourth Tuesday of the month from 7:30 to 8:30 p.m. Eastern. Write a letter advocating for getting big money out of politics. Your letter can be featured on American Promise Medium channel, email newsletter, social media, and distributed in hundreds of newspapers.
Citizen Lobby for Action team. This meets the second Thursday of the month, 7:30 to 8:30 p.m. Eastern time. And here you will learn how to set up meetings with your elected officials. American Promise facilitated over 75 virtual meetings between federal elected officials and their staff on Capitol Hill.
Organizing events for action team meets the first Tuesday of the month from 7:30 to 8:30 p.m. Eastern. Use your party planning skills to help American Promise plan and host events. Events can help American Promise build support and awareness for our mission of placing reasonable limits on political campaign donations by ratifying the 28th Amendment.
The Social Media for Action team meets the first Thursday of the month, 7:30 to 8:30 p.m. Eastern. And this is where you're going to learn how to put some purpose behind your social media posts. You're going to get tips and tricks on how you can reach a broader audience through Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and email.
Here are some additional ways to get involved. Join the Intro to Stand with Maine informational Zoom call and invite 2 to 3 friends. Visit the American Promise website and sign up to receive our newsletter. If you are a part of an organization, endorse Stand with Maine. And also, please watch Azer's 5-part Ready to Ratify training.
Jennifer Pope, she also stands with Maine. And she says, I support American Promise and Stand with Maine because big money in politics is the root cause of corruption, preventing ordinary people from impacting the causes they believe in. And this is another example of the Citizen Pledge.
Stand with Maine resources are our Stand with Maine one-pager, AP Stand with Maine page, and Stand with Maine additional resources. These will also be emailed with the recording of the video.
And if you have any comments or questions, feel free to contact us. We have Amy Cartmel, the Maine chapter leader, and then myself and Marnie Walsh, empowerment coordinators here at American Promise National. So thank you all very much for watching.
Thank you all for watching. You will be receiving with the video a short survey just asking you a few questions, and then you will be getting the thumbs up that you watched this training. So thank you all so much.
Thanks, y'all.
Bye.